this one, I will be making this one today. Hi, my name is Alex and welcome to the Crochet Circle. In today's video, I want to show you how I created this crocheted Christmas tree. Now, this is going to be a series of 3 tutorials. In the first one, I'm going to show you how to make the cone, the base. In the second one, I'm going to show you how to make these tree branches. And then in the third one, I'm going to show you how to add the bulbs on the Christmas tree. And this is part 1. Now this is recording. I have my yarn and I have my crochet hook, and I frogged some of the progress that I already made and forgot to record it, so let's start over. Start with the magic ring. So yarn twice around my thumb. I go in with my crochet hook and grab the yarn and make a chain 1. Now row number 1 is 4 single crochet stitches done in the magic loop. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this part is going to be a bit tricky because row number 2 calls for 4 single crochet stitches. So in these 4 stitches you have to do 4 single crochet stitches. So in each stitch you have to do a stitch, and it can be a bit tricky because there's not a lot of space to bend. There's not a lot of space to bend this little top of the Christmas tree. But what I do is I bend it the wrong way, and then after the next row I just bend it the right way. So, and one other option is also you just don't start with 4 single crochet stitches, but you start with 6 single crochet stitches. That only means that the top won't be as pointy as it is here. So yeah, 4 stitches for the second row. I bend it the wrong way. And I go in with my crochet hook and make 4 single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. I just need to grab the single crochet stitch of the previous row. I told you it is a bit tricky, but that means that your Christmas tree will be really pointy. Okay, so now I have my row 2 done, and just to turn the top of the Christmas tree on the right side, I go in with my crochet hook and push the stitches in so that they are looking, facing me the right side. And you can see it is really pointy. Okay, so row number 3 is gonna be an increase row. Don't forget, all increase rows are done in the back loops only, and each row it is increased by 2 stitches. So to go from 4 to 6, I need to do an increase and a single crochet stitch twice in the back loops only, don't forget that. So first what I do is I kind of grab the back loop with my crochet hook and make it just a tiny bit bigger, just here in the beginning, and I make an increase. So 1, 2 is an increase, and 3 is a single crochet stitch. 4, 5 is an increase, and just kind of pull the back loop a bit up so that it's easier for me to put my crochet hook through. So that's 4, 5 was an increase, and 6 is a single crochet stitch in the back loop only. Now this is the hardest part. The few rows in the beginning because you don't have a lot of space material to hold on to, but I promise you it's gonna get so much easier. And don't forget, you can also just not start with 4 single crochet stitches, but you can start with 6 if it's gonna be too hard for you, and it's completely fine, to be honest. Okay, so 1 2 3, row number 4 is 6 single crochet stitches. So every other row is gonna be an increase, and the rows in between are gonna be just single crochet stitches done through both loops of the previous row. So that's 1 2 3 4 and 5 6. So that's 5 and 6. It is gonna get easier, seriously, it is gonna get easier. Okay, so now I'm again in the row where I have to increase. Now what you can do is you can always increase in the beginning and make the increase twice, or you can alternate and do 1 row of increases in the beginning and then 1 increase in between the stitches. I'm gonna opt for the one where I'm gonna do the increases. I will alternate with it. So the 1 row will be in the beginning, and then I will do some stitches, an increase, and some stitches. And for this row I need to do 1 single crochet stitch in the back loop, an increase, and 1 single crochet stitch in the back loop twice. So single crochet stitch, an increase, so 3 2 3 is an increase, and 4 is a single crochet stitch. You will see when I'm gonna have a bit more done, I'm gonna then explain to you why perhaps do an increase like this. Now this is once done. 5 is a single crochet stitch, 6 7 is an increase. Don't forget, increases are done in the back loops only. And 8 is a single crochet stitch in the back loop, and again I'm just gonna first grab it and pull it up a bit, so it's gonna be easier for me to make a stitch. Okay, so the next row after the increases is just single crochet stitches, and I have to do 8 of them. 1 2 3 4 5 so that's 5 6 7 and 8, and it's slowly getting its shape. Now the next row is going from 8 to 10 stitches, and this is gonna be done with an increase and 3 single crochet stitches in the back loops only. So 1 2 is gonna be an increase, 3 4 5 single crochet stitches in the back loop only. So that's 3 4 and 5. 6 7 is an increase in the back loop only. 8 9 10 single crochet stitches in the back loop only. So 8, 9, and 10. Now the next row is just 10 single crochet stitches all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the next row goes from 10 to 12 stitches. I'm gonna do two single crochet stitches, an increase, and 2 single crochet stitches in the back loop only, and I'm gonna repeat that twice. So that means 1, 2 single crochet stitches, an increase, so that is 3, 4 is an increase, 5, 6 is single crochet stitches, 7, 8 single crochet stitches, 9, 10 is an increase, 11, 12 single crochet stitches in the back loops only. Okay, so now the next row is just 12 single crochet stitches all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now the next row goes from 12 to 14. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an increase and then 5 single crochet stitches in the back loops only, of course. So 1, 2 is an increase, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is single crochet stitches in the back loops only, 8, 9 is an increase, so that means 2 single crochet stitches in the same stitch, and don't forget that same stitch is in the back loop only. 10 to 14 single crochet stitches, so 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And the next row, you guessed it, single crochet stitches through both loops, so 14 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, now this is kind of the size where it really gets easier, because you can hold it and you can much easier count the stitches. Okay, to go from 14 to 16, I need to do an increase of, again, 2 increases per row done in the back loops. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 3 single crochet stitches, an increase, and another 3 single crochet stitches, and I'm gonna repeat that 2 times. In the back loop only, 3 single crochet stitches, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an increase, 6, 7, 8 single crochet stitches, and I have to repeat that, and I have to repeat that one more time. 9, 10 is single crochet stitches, and 11 as well. 12, 13 is an increase. 14, 14, 15, and 16 are single crochet stitches done in the back loop only. Now the next row, you guessed it again, single crochet stitches, 16 of them through both loops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now to go from 16 to 18, an increase and 7 single crochet stitches in the back loops only. So 1, 2, and you have to do that twice. 1, 2 is an increase, and then 3, 2, 9 single crochet stitches. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, the starting tail. So that was an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 10, 11 is an increase. And then 12 to 18 single crochet stitches. That's 15, 16, 17, and 18. Now to go from the next row is just 18 single crochet stitches around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Now to go from 18 to 20, again back loops only. I'm gonna do 4 single crochets, an increase, and another 4 single crochet stitches. I will repeat that twice. So 4 single crochet stitches in the back loops only. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6 is an increase in the back loop only. And 7 to 10 single crochet stitches in the back loop only. Again, repeat the same. 4 single crochet stitches in the back loops only. So that's 4. An increase. And another 4 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next row is 20 single crochet stitches all around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more rows of increases and then the base is gonna be done. So to go from 20 to 22 stitches, an increase and 9 single crochet stitches in the back loops only, and repeat it twice. So 1, 2 is an increase, and now from 3 to 11 single crochet stitches, so that means 9 of them. So 5, 9. Now an increase in the back loop only, don't forget, and 9 more single crochet stitches. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now the next row is 22 single crochet stitches all the way around. I'm not gonna count out loud because I know that some of you don't like me counting, but so I'm gonna respect your wishes now. So 22 single crochet stitches. You see how easy it is now that you have more material to grab on and to work with. So yeah, the tip is the hardest part just because it's only 4 stitches up here, but even if I wouldn't do the 4 stitches, it looks fine with the 6 as well. Now I am with my last increase now. I'm gonna go from 22 to 24. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 5 single crochet stitches, an increase, and another 5 single crochet stitches. I'm gonna repeat that twice. And of course in the back loops only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is an increase, and another 5 single crochet stitches, so that the first part of my last row is gonna be done. Now don't forget, you can make much higher tree, taller tree if you want, but I want them a bit smaller because it's gonna be as an ornament for the Christmas tree. Okay, but first let's finish the increase row. So another 5 single crochet stitches, an increase in the back loops only, and another 5 single crochet stitches, and I'm gonna have 24 stitches in a round. Now the next row, you guessed it, 24 single crochet stitches all the way around. Okay, and I am completely satisfied with the height of my Christmas tree. Now, if you want a taller one, just continue with the same increases and the normal stitches every other row. Don't forget for the back loops only. And I do want to explain to you now why there are increases done, not just if you take a look at it from, let's say it like this. So if you would be doing increases only in the beginning of each row, these two sides would be kind of, let's see, focus. Okay, these two sides would be kind of just a tiny bit poking out. But when you alternate this side and this side, it kind of increases more evenly. And that's the only reason why I was doing it like that. Now, I am done here. I am gonna then prepare for the part number 2. And don't forget, in part number 2, I'm gonna show you how to make these branches. And these are gonna be just double crochet stitches together. But yeah, that in the part 2. Again, if you want a taller tree, just make more rows. I'm done with here with the row where I have 24 stitches. Do not cut the yarn when you finish, and I'll see you in part number 2.